I'd just like to add a few words because there's a current situation which demands, I think, some reflection. In Pakistan, we have very strongly condemned what happened in Pahalgam because we ourselves are victims of terrorism, long-standing terrorism, mostly sponsored from outside for either our western borders or eastern borders. And so we can understand and empathize with those who are suffering. And we've also condoled with the victims. Having said that, I would like to say that there have been some new developments which have been, I think, somewhat positive. And as the Quranic verse which was mentioned, after every hardship there is ease. So inshallah, we look forward to that. There's a glimmer of hope. And we do not expect any armed conflict between India and Pakistan, that this crisis will spin out of control. There are three important developments. I'd just like to point it out before I go into the speech on Bandung. Number one, I think that the briefing given by the Indian intelligence and Indian security to the parliamentary leaders of India's parliament on Thursday was very instructive because for the first time the Indian intelligence accepted that there was a breach of security and there was an intelligence failure on the issue of Pahalgam, that they have owned and they have accepted that responsibility in that briefing. Number one. Because instead of trying to blame other countries or Pakistan or fan jingoism and war hysteria, I think it's important to look inwards that what is wrong with your own policies and your own failures. That's number one. Number two, our friends in the region are active. China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and they've been talking to both sides to diffuse the situation, which is very positive. And just now, recently, a few hours ago, I think the first initial reaction of President Trump of the United States of America was, in my view, very positive. President Trump was traveling. He was asked by journalists, American journalists, about the situation, the concocted crisis on Kashmir, which has been conjured up by India on Pakistan bashing. He said three things which are very important. Number one, President Trump said, I'm very close to both Pakistan and India, and I know their leaders well. Number one. Number two, he said that tensions between Pakistan and India are long-standing, and these tensions are long-standing because of the dispute of Kashmir, which is a long-standing dispute, which he says. And the third thing he said, President Trump, is that he expects that both Pakistan and India will figure it out one way or the other, how to resolve, which is a good statement. It is a statement which is positive, of guarded neutrality, no tilt towards India as some people expected, and also a recognition that the core cause of tensions in the South Asian subcontinent in relations between Pakistan and India is the issue, the dispute of Jammu and Kashmir, just as the core cause of tensions in the Middle East, Madam, you alluded to that, is Palestine. And the reason for that is the denial of the inalienable right of self-determination enshrined in successive UN resolutions, both on Palestine in the Middle East and occupied Kashmir in South Asia. And in both countries, both regions, both disputes, they are facing regimes that are genocidal, regimes that are sponsoring state terrorism, and we are seeing the ongoing genocide in Gaza, and we are also seeing the change in demographic balance and the brutalities in Indian occupied Kashmir. Hence, there is resistance to repression in both Palestine and occupied Kashmir.